Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Now, before we go on to the whole KR video, I need to apologise to the Hull FC fans as I got my prediction mixed up between the two clubs. I apologise sincerely about this, as I do think that Hull should finish as high as 6th place this year, not the 8th that I previously stated in the video, so that I need to apologise for. My own notes has it all on there, and I do not know for the life of me why in my video for Hull FC did I give my prediction for them finishing 8th. It's not what I intended to do. My point's still valid that they won't quite be enough to challenge anyone in the playoffs, but they'll get there. It's just due to the creativity of the team and the lacking that it seems like it has at this moment in time. They could finish as low as 8th, must admit that, but I think, being realistic, the 6th place finish is where they are going to finish here. 6th is where I believe that they're going to finish, not as low as 8th. If you'd like to hear my proper explanations, please comment on this video, and I will give you my thoughts on that. But I do apologise, I got my videos wrong way around with one team and another. Anyway, and we'll now continue with our regular daily viewing. Coming up in this video, my thoughts about where Hull KR will finish the regular Super League season in 2022. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now go into my prediction for the team that finished 6th place in this year's Super League, 2021 Super League even, Hull KR. They were the story of 2021 really, as they shocked quite a few people, and it's not without merit either. So I'm going to go through who they are, the transfers that they brought in and let go like normal, and then go through my prediction and give you my thoughts. You tell me, am I right? Am I wrong? Let's see at the end of the video. Well, Kingston Rovers have been around since 1922, where they played at Old Craven Street, which they called Old Craven Park, until 1989, where they moved to the new Craven Park, which is now under the Hull College Craven Park banner. When they entered the Super League in 1996, it was under a cloud of administration in 1997, where the club almost went out of existence. But if it wasn't for people like Edward Klemke, a diligent rugby administrator, and also their fans fundraising activity through the whole Kingston Rovers supporters group, 1997 season would have been their last, and it turned out to be a good thing, as in 1998 they came close to a grand final spot and finished 2nd in the league. The club changed hands through a couple of administrators, but it wasn't until 2001 where they came out of administration with Don Robinson taking control. And after this positivity happened, they were 18 minutes away from a grand final appearance in 2002, which unfortunately they did not come to. After a largely successive season, there was so much to go on. At this point, they were in the First Division Championship, not Super League, but did return in 2007, while under the coaching hand of Justin Morgan, who is seen here with James Webster, a future Hull KR coach of his own. More on him in a few moments. And got promoted with them until 2011. Had a Super League stay from 2007 after Justin Morgan left, who was replaced by Craig Sandercock, who helped revive the Hull KR's name a little bit by getting them to the playoffs in 2018 when it went down to 8th place. Despite several big name signings in 2014, Rovers failed to make any impact, and again they parted way with their coach Sandercock, who was replaced by Chris Chester, who ended the club's appearance of not appearing in a final for 29 years, but unfortunately to a record 50-0 defeat to Leeds in 2014. In 2016, Chris Chester was sacked by Hull KR just 3 matches into the season, 2 losses and a draw, and he was replaced by James Webster, whose most notable contribution was in a losing effort in one of the best £1 million games you'll ever see, which led to Hull KR's relegation, unfortunately. Which meant Tim Sheens became the man in the breach after his director of rugby position was changed into head coach. He was in charge for 3 years, where he finished 10th, 11th and 11th, just missing out of relegation. But it fell to Tony Smith in 2020, and the seeds of stability started to occur, with a bit of luck with Toronto being expelled from the Super League and leaving Rugby League due to not being able to commit to Rugby League and Super League fixtures for 2020. Hull KR in 2021, though, after this little bit of fortune in 2020, were predicted to fight against relegation after finishing the previous season bottom of the table of 11 teams, not the 12. However, the club finished 6th after winning 10 and losing 10 of their 20 games played, and achieving a playoff place on the percentage wins calculator. And in the playoffs, they were in a very good position as they created a major upset by beating Warrington 19-0 at the Hallowell Jones Stadium and booking their place in a semi-final against Catalan's Dragons. Unfortunately, that match was one too far for them as they lost out 28-10 at a sold-out Stade Gilbert Brutus. But it was a fantastic season for Hull KR. So Tony Smith has started doing a couple of changes, but not too much, keeping the nucleus of the 2021 squad together, as he's allowed Greg Minikin at the end of his contract go to Warrington Wolves, and also George Lawler going to Castleford Tigers, as well as allowing a young prop Owen Harrison to go to Dewsbury Rams for the year on loan. Also retiring from the full-time game, Adam Quinlan left the club at the end of 2021 season as well, which was a little bit of a fan's favourite when it came to his attacking prowess and popping up with the odd important try. Tony Smith has replenished this forward line though with the signings of Frankie Halton and Tom Garrett from Featherstone Rovers and Dewsbury Rams respectively, and we've got to give him props for that, no pun intended, as he's looked into the lower leagues to get some talent in the door. He's also brought in some depth with Sam Woods at halfback from Huddersfield Giants on a 1-year deal, as well as signing young prospect Phoenix Laulo Tongae, QLT's son, from Keighley Cougars as a prospect on a 1-year loan initially. But there is only one player that Hull KR fans are going nuts over, lauding this signing and applauding Tony Smith with the coup, as Lachlan Coote joined from St Helens on a 2-year deal after his appearance with the triple grand final winning St Helens as a fullback and mainstay of the team. He'll be looking to lead the team for 2022, as well as players that put their hand up for Hull KR over the last couple of seasons, like Kane Lynette, Matt Parcell and Sean Kenny Dowell. There is also Corbin Sims, the youngest of the 3 Sims brothers, Ryan Hall, try-scoring extraordinaire and record try-scorer in Super League, and then the young halfback pairing of Mikey Lewis and Jordan Abdul, who's just won his first England cap, absolutely tearing it up last year to help Hull KR to get to that semi-final of the playoffs. Mikey Lewis's try in the game against Warrington was a particular highlight for him, but the game was ran by Jordan Abdul throughout the entire 80 minutes at the Hallowell Jones Stadium. Now it's on the spot time. Where do I feel Hull KR are going to finish? Well, it was a tough one to decide on this one because they had a fantastic 2021 and points per game works in their favour. But that's gone out of the window now. It's not going to be points per game for 2022. You have to compete, or it's a 48 points to 0 loss. 20 games is the lowest of any club, and I think 3 of the games they actually were a team that said, we've got the COVID cases, we're going to have to stop the game. I think. I'm not 100% on that, so if I'm wrong, I apologise. So I went conservative. I went back to the Hull KR over the last few years. And I think these are the ones that'll finish 8th. That is only because it's still progression from what they've done before, as last season is probably more about teams underachieving than anything, but a true sense of where Hull KR are at this point. I could be completely wrong and they could finish 4th. There's enough nous in that team, whether it's on the coaching staff or on the pitch, that says to me they could make another go at it and go one further, because they've been keeping their core nucleus of players together and adding. I think this year they've added quality in the back line, which is going to be always difficult to do with Lachlan Coote coming in. And the forward line, I think it's samey, but more of the same, if you get what I mean. They've added depth to their back rather than outstanding quality. It's going to be a tough one for everyone to say about Hull KR because they massively overachieved last year, playing some fantastic stuff and continuing to do so. And if that's overachieving in people's estimates, more power to them. I do feel that it is overachieving, but the quality that they put out on the field and the setup and everything like that means that it's more towards where they're currently at. Overachieving, yes, but going towards something where the achievements won't be a surprise for anyone. So that's where I think they'll be. I think they'll finish 8th. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share this video worldwide while clicking that notification bell for any videos that will be coming your way in the future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's video. I know it started off with an apology, and it's probably going to make a kick-off between the two sets of Hull fans. Not intended, it's just the fortunate way of that happening. I'm only kidding. I like the rivalry, and you're going to see a lot of it if the Reserve League goes ahead on opening day 1 of that as well, with Hull KR playing Hull. What a way to kick off the reserve grade. Like I said, it is just a mix-up on my front. I couldn't read my own writing, even though it's all on the keyboard and in a decent font where everyone can read it, to be honest, in the English-speaking world. My mistake. I'll try not to do any more of those. I think I got mixed up between Hull and Hull. Easily done. One's red, one's got FC after the name, one's got KR after the name, and one's black and white. Hey ho, we live and learn. As I said, I'm always learning. I'll keep on top of it, and I will come out with my conclusive finishing video of all the placing once I've done who I finish in the top place in the regular season. But any ideas that you may come up with and any different opinions are always welcome. Please keep them respectful. We're all rugby league fans, we're all a part of the rugby league family. I'm just a voice to get that information out there. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Remember to share these videos worldwide. All the best, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.